Hey, what's up, everyone? So, I did a thing. I went to the Habit for lunch, and I was like, ooh, perfect. This is gonna be a perfect opportunity for a video. I can do like a whole mukbang thing, and I can eat while I talk in front of the camera. And then I started to eat, and I was like, I should save some for the video that I have planned in my brain. And then I started to eat some more. And then eventually my food was gone because I cannot stop myself. Food is so good. Why does food have to be. No, that's not even a good question. Food has to be so good because that's what the people want. That's why we change corn and bananas and every single other food. That's why we have burgers. And burgers that have donuts for the blah blah blah. You know what I'm talking about. I can speak English. It's just a hard language. Anyways, today, because I ate the food and I couldn't stop myself, I thought about telling you about some of my favorite things, like this book. It's called Scythe. It's pretty epic. I love it a lot. It's about this girl and this guy. One of the girl is named Citra, and the guy is named Rowan. And basically, actually, I shouldn't tell you that part. Basically, they're hired to be apprentices to this one scythe, and then all of a sudden, oh no, the scythe dies. And so now they're kind of on opposite sides. This Citra girl is with, this girl, the scythe. Her name is Curie or something. Honorable Scythe Curie. I don't know. Anyways. And then the other one is Honorable Scythe Goddard, and obviously they both have very different views on how things should be. So, on one hand, you have this girl who she used to be really bad. She used to kill a bunch of people, and like she killed. I'm not gonna tell you who she killed. Actually, it's a pretty big deal. And then you have this other guy who just like glorifies killing, and so one girl just kills one person every day, and she like invites the family over to dinner and like tells them if they have anything to say, then they can say it to her. And then one guy just kills like 300 people in one bout, and it's a big thing. So anyways, I just popped this pimple, as you can see. It was ready, it was coming out anyways, so I was just like, oh, that's a thing. So if you're annoyed by that, just click away now, because it's gonna be there. So, whatever. I don't feel like putting on makeup. I'm not going anywhere special. I am just going to sit here and lay down, and I am not done with my homework, my online classwork, but I don't feel like doing it today. I have finished some stuff, and then like for my school, they're like, oh, give them 2 days to do the stuff, so I have until Wednesday to finish some stuff, and I have, it's whatever. I don't care. So then, also, I got my elastics, because I ran out, and I was like, oh shoot, I need new ones. And I was looking on Amazon, and I couldn't find the ones that were the Galapagos tortoise, which are the ones that I use, and I was like, Mom, these can't be the right ones. They're not the Galapagos tortoise. And then she was like, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the size. And I was like, but yeah, if you know the Galapagos tortoise is on there, that's how you know the size. And then she was like, but was it 3/16? I was like, I have no idea. It doesn't have the Galapagos tortoise on it, does it? Anyways, I searched and searched for the Galapagos tortoise, and he wasn't there. So then I had to search up online for the Galapagos tortoise. And I was like, oh, there he is, yay. And it was like, oh, go to Amazon. And I was like, okay, Amazon, that's a great thing. And then Amazon was like, out of stock. So I was like, oh no, what about the tortoises? And so I just ended up having to buy these ones. And they're good. I think they're the same. I know they're the same. They're just not the same. You know what I mean? Like when things are like the, how do I explain this? It's like regular Oreos and off-brand Oreos. You're like, well, the regular Oreos are perfect, but the off-brand Oreos are still good. I just don't know if I can trust them, you know? So anyways, I got this Western bacon cheeseburger um, from The Habit, and also an Oreo milkshake. And I can't tell you guys how much I love Oreo milkshakes. I finished the Oreo milkshake, and that wasn't enough for me. So I went and I got a spoon, and I scraped, and I scraped. I must have been there for like 10 minutes, just scraping everything, so that I would get everything out of the, like, the milkshake. What's it called? A cup. You know, brain. And so today I have been working on, like, what did I work on? I worked on volcano stuff for science, and that was a thing, you know. It's like, okay, so I'm in chemistry. I don't know why we're working on volcanoes. I guess that there's, like, a lot of chemical, like, reactions that happen in English, Annalise. English. I guess there are a lot of, chemical reactions that happen in volcanic eruptions. I'm gonna have to listen back to that because I just sounded crazy in my head. What was that? I don't know what I said, but I said a thing, and that was said. Man. I know that I shouldn't be touching that, or my face for that matter, but frankly, I don't care. So we were working on that volcanic eruptions, and then we were working on English. We're gonna start reading this stupid book called Siddhartha. And, like, I get it. Buddha. Buddhism. Coming of age. Why does that have anything to do with me? Like, I get that I'm supposed to be, like, coming to age, but I'm still very much a child, I think. And, like, sorry, I'm gonna be out of shot for a second, because, like, my fingernails are disgusting. Like, if you could look at them, I'm not sure, but you might throw up in your mouth a little bit. No, they're not that bad. They're just pretty gross to me. And I can't live with gross fingernails. So, why does my face look so ugly? I need to find the right angle for my face. Nope. You know what? I just don't have a great face. It's just a thing. So, anyways, we're gonna start reading that, and that's gonna be boring, so I'm probably not gonna read it. I'm probably just gonna do the whole SparkNotes thing, you know, what you do when you start to go to high school, and probably what I'm going to do in college. Like, maybe not all of college, because I know that college tests are harder than high school tests, but honestly, I hate the books that they give us. Like, we read Bless Me Ultima, which was another coming-of-age story. It was like, it had death, and it was still boring. I don't know how they make that possible, but they do. The only book that I liked that we read this year was, what's it called? Night. And that was amazing. I totally recommend it, actually. It's a little bit of a touchy subject. It's about the Holocaust, but it was written by a Holocaust survivor, Elie Wiesel, and he just, like, I don't know, everything was so vivid in that book. It was like you were right there with him. I could picture everything in my head, and I just really liked that book. We did read All Quiet on the Western Front. That was pretty good. A little bit slow-paced for me. I could have gone with a little bit less words and, like, a little bit more getting to it, but, like, totally fine. The only problems this year have been Bless me. Oh, we read Othello. Shakespeare. I just have a thing against poetry and, like, people who write poetically. It's not my thing, okay? I bet that everyone has, like, lots of people totally love that kind of writing. They're like, oh my gosh, Othello was such a beautiful play. I understood every single, like, line. It was just, like, poetry. And I cannot read things that are like poetry because they're so annoying to me, not gonna lie. Like, it's like you're reading line after line after line, and it's all like, the pretty bird met the foul sparrow and fell into the rose's thorn and felt despair at thine breast. I don't understand it. I can't. Like, it's all metaphors and it's all imagery and it's all symbolism, and it's just like, I mean, even though that book wasn't completely like that, it was just, I cannot relate to that, okay? Two people fall in love, and one guy is trying to make the other guy super jealous so that he kills his wife? Like, why? Why? That wouldn't happen well, no, you know, it might happen today, but, like, I can't relate to that, because it makes no sense to do it today. I mean, there's just so much wrong with it, to me. Also, sorry about the shakiness of my voice. It's like, after I eat sugar, my heart pounds really, really fast, and then it's like, my voice emulates it, so that's the shakiness. And I'm sorry if you hear it clanking, because I have my headphones in because they make my voice sound less weird. And so, I don't know if you can hear that. And I don't know how loud it is for you, but I've been moving them a little bit. And so that happens. They clank a little bit. Okay, another thing. So another favorite thing of mine right now. I'm 15 years old. And I love Barbie movies. I feel like that's horrible, but it's just the truth. Like, Barbie movies are just, I don't know, I'm just feeling nostalgic through all of this. And, like, I've exhausted all of my options, okay? I've watched everything scary. I've watched, like, In the Tall Grass. I've watched, like, The Conjuring and, you know, I've watched everything that I can think of. I've watched Umbrella Academy. I've watched, like, you know, a lot of anime. I watched, the SAO Alicization because, and then, like, I watched the other one, War of the Underworld, whatever. I watched all of SAO, and then I started watching, Assassination Classroom. The only problem is, so many parts of season 2 are blocked that I'm like, why watch it? Because I can't even see, like, a bunch of the videos. And then, ooh, I need to shave my legs. Have you ever just touched your legs and you're like, I need to shave those. I need to shave my legs. So, oh, actually, recently, I baked this thing. Well, actually, I didn't really bake it. I baked the crust, but, like, that was all that needed to be baked, because it was, like, one of those Jell-O no-bake cheesecakes, which is actually surprisingly good, or I'm trash, either way. It was so good. So, basically, it was a layer of, like, pretzels, sugar, and butter in, like, the huge, 9x12 pan, whatever. And then we took 2 of the no-bake cheesecake Jell-O mixes, and we made those, and then we poured them in. And then, we topped it with strawberry Jell-O and, like, fresh strawberries. And usually when I'd cut a slice, I'd just, like, either scoop on some ice cream or, like, put on some whipped cream. Either way, it was so good. I don't know why. Something about it was just kind of You see, I get too passionate and then I can't speak. Something about it was just out of this world. And I don't know what it was, but it was so good. And I just want it again. And then that was actually for a project, surprisingly. For a chemistry project, it was like, we were supposed to make the layers of the earth. And so I was just like, oh yeah, the pretzel layer, that's a layer of the earth, sure. The cheesecake layer is a layer of the earth, and then the strawberry layer is a layer of the earth, I don't know. I think I got an A on the project, which was nice. Ooh. That was a noise. I can't tell if that was when I breathed in. Either way, there was a whistle. I just remembered I have my window open. People can probably hear me. That's fun. So anyways, these shadows totally highlight my fat nose. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, yesterday. No, not yesterday. Maybe 2 or 3 days ago. My mom bought us these books. Here, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bring my headphones down there, so you might hear some clanks. Either way, my mom bought us these books. They're about God. Mine is for teenage girls. It's like, okay, so here it is. This is the one. Sorry about all the clanking. It's called, like, Live in Light, 5-minute devotions for teen girls. Sorry, I'm reading it, but it's mirrored. So, anyways, I haven't read a single page, because, okay, and this is controversial. Well, no, it's not even controversial. I'm not gonna turn this into a controversial thing. It's just that it's not what I believe in, okay? I don't believe in God. And my parents are trying to force, well, specifically my mom is trying to, like, force it on me, and it's just annoying. I don't even want to believe in God. It's just not, everyone's like, just give your soul over to God, and He will guide the way for the rest of your life, and I just can't stand it. I want my life to be the life that I want it to be. I don't want to follow some book that tells me how I should live my life, because I want to live my life the way I want to live it. That's just how it works for me. And, like, I get that some people say, okay, but, like, when you're in your darkest hour, God will help. And I was like, well, when I was in my darkest hour, no one helped. I have been first of all, for some unknown reason, if God does exist, He decided to put me through a suicide in the family. That was fun, you know? Killed off my dad. That was nice of him. And, then I became anorexic for a while because I don't even remember why. I can't remember. I just did. Eventually, all I cared about was the number on the scale and, like, how many calories I was eating. I don't think there really was anything super deep to it. There might have been, but, like, at the time, everything was just crazy, and I was like, whatever. There was something I could control, I guess. And then I got better, and I'm still fine, and, like, everything's good. I made that all happen myself, though. I went to therapy, and I actually listened. I did everything that they told me to do, because I knew that would make me a healthy person. I didn't do it because some voice in my head, or some person, was controlling my every move. There's someone, like, mowing lawns outside. Or, like, I don't know. Either way, like, you could say that he was controlling my every move by making me anorexic, but then making me healthy again, but why would he make me anorexic in the first place? It didn't teach me any lessons, other than, it sucks to be anorexic. It's it's a total shithole. I mean, well, I'm sorry, my grandpa doesn't like me to cuss in these videos, but seriously, it's total bullcrap. I mean, all of it, it was just, it wasn't worth it. I don't know. I mean, like, why would he make a person go through that? Sorry, there's a bug. Like, if he really cared about me, he wouldn't have taken away my dad, and he wouldn't have made me go through that. So, I don't know. I refuse. Sorry, there's something. I just refuse to believe that there's a person controlling everything that I do if all he ever wants to do is make me fail. Because that's annoying. That's just a god that's annoying. It's not a merciful god or a forgiving god. It's a god that just wants to make your life annoying. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a teenager, so I don't see things the right way. But I've just found that believing in God has been like a total letdown. At least for me. Because every single time that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start believing in God, everything just goes downhill. I don't know if he, like, what's with that? Why? It's just annoying. Like, I don't know. Everyone in my family is, like, completely devoted. Well, actually, my brother is not. But so many people in my family are just, like, completely devoted to this. They're like, God makes your life so much better. It's just so nice to have him and know that he's always there for you. And in my experience, he hasn't always been there for me. It's not, I don't know. Sorry. This turned serious. I was supposed to keep it on a fun note. Anyways, oh yeah, I actually started watching Ever After High. Surprisingly okay show. Not that bad. For babies, well, actually, I don't know. For, like, 10 to 12-year-olds. That seems about right. I mean, obviously, like, younger kids can watch it, but, like, it was probably targeted to 10 to 12-year-olds, I'd assume. I feel like I have exhausted all of my options, and I have no idea what to do with my life. Like, the hiking trail at Cal Poly is closed down. That's super annoying. And I can still go on bike rides, and I can still go to teach, but, like, after going there so many times, it's like, I've done everything that I can do, and it just gets boring, and so I've been on my phone for, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, my daily average last week was 5 hours and 27 minutes, I believe, and I have no doubt that it'll be the same or higher this week. It really fluctuates a lot. The first week of quarantine, I think it was all the way up at 10 hours or something. I mean, like, it's just kind of, you get bored and you're like, what am I supposed to do with myself? Like, even on weekends, I'm like, well, I would go to a place, but can't really go to places anymore. Like, it's strange to me how much school kept me occupied. Like, when I was there, I totally hated it. And it totally made me upset, and it totally made me sad. And that's, like, that goes for almost any high schooler. But then when I left, I was like, what do I do with my life? I don't have a life outside of school. Because, like, I don't even have any friends. I mean, I have a few friends, I have a little, like, I think I have four. I have four pretty good friends. Even though I usually sit alone at lunch because I don't want social interaction. But the thing is, like, there is a point at which even an introvert, well, it depends on the kind of introvert, but there's a point at which I just want to see a person. Just see, like, I've seen a couple of people, but I just want to wave to them and maybe strike up a conversation. Actually, no, I wouldn't strike. No, scratch that. I wouldn't strike up a conversation, but if they struck up a conversation with me, I'd probably totally say, like, hey, how you doing? I'm so weird. Well, anyways, like, it's just, there's a point at which you're just bored with everything. You're like, well, I have this phone, but I've watched just about everything I care to watch. I have Netflix, but I've watched just about everything I care to watch. I have resorted to napping. I love sleep. Sleep is a great thing. But I don't do it during the day. It's just not my thing. And yet, now I'm just napping because I cannot think of anything else to do. It's just so... I'm dead. I'm brain dead. I do watch a lot of Jenna because she brings so many positive vibes, and like Julian, I mean, they just act like nothing is happening, and it's great. The only problem is, like, I don't have things to do with my life. Like, I don't have makeup, I can't do a come get ready with me even though I'm going nowhere, or like I'm gonna bake all this stuff, it's gonna be epic, because like, I don't have ingredients to bake stuff, and I don't have makeup to do things with it. I don't have enough money for makeup, and I don't care enough about my face to do anything on it, because as many things as I put on my face, it still doesn't look great. I just don't like my face compared to the rest of my body. Well, actually, I don't like my whole self. I'm kind of trash, but the face just kind of tips it all off for me. Maybe if I got a different hair color. But I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna ruin my hair yet. Because I've been watching so much Brad Mondo. It's hilarious. It's almost pitiable how much Brad Mondo I watch. But he's like really interesting, at least to me. And like I just, oh, whoa, I think his reactions are so hilarious. And like, I can't remember. I think it's like you're supposed to do your mids first, and then your ends, and then your roots because of reasons. Something like that. I can't remember. I think your roots just take to the bleach the fastest, but like, I don't know. I'm not prepared to do that to my hair. Because I kind of like the color that it is. I don't think the camera really makes it look as nice as it does. But like, I like it. It's okay. It's got like this coppery tone at the ends that you can't see on camera. But I don't know. I think it's pretty enough. So I'm gonna leave it. My grandma actually has been going white with her hair. She's just kind of stopped. She's going to stop dyeing it for this, and then she'll see if she wants to re-dye it again, which is interesting. I think it looks pretty good with the whites. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could pull off white hair. If someone feels like photoshopping that onto me, though, that would be great. Because I've actually kind of always wanted to see myself with white hair. I mean, I have these blue eyes. Like, I don't think I look that bad with white hair. But we'll see. I mean... Anyways, I have been rambling for, like, way too long. So I just want to tell everyone that even though all of this is, like, super sucky, there are parts of it that are at least okay. And even though it might be hard to not be able to talk to your friends and to not be able to like go out and have fun with your friends, or like, even though over here there's an awesome farmers market, even though I won't be able to go to that, there's parts of it that I don't mind. I spend a lot of time with my family. Go out and play a board game. I know that I sound like an old person when I say that, but I swear to God, Apples to Apples is the funniest game you'll ever play in your life. This is not sponsored, obviously, but like, I'm telling you, it is so. Just read one card. It is hilarious. Um, like, go out for a bike ride alone. Sometimes when you just go for a bike ride or walk alone, it just totally clears your mind. I go on runs sometimes just because I'm mad at something my mom said or my stepdad said, or just because there's something that I want to work off, and so I do. It's just, there's a lot of emotions that you might be going through, and so play a game and win, or go and run and just sprint as fast as you can for a lap or two, or just, I mean, really, you can do basically whatever you want. The whole world's kind of shut down. I mean, don't go breaking into places or like shooting fireworks illegally. That's not what I'm like. Don't go crazy now. But like, you can have fun. There's not people really stopping you right now. Anyways, I think that's all I've got. So, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.